And we can also watch the agent code or weaken code and see the page update in real time. So boom, oh look, this looks really good. Okay, so this is our glass morphism chosen design. Hey, it's Chris McCord, and today I want to show off a new product I've been working on at fly.io called phoenix.new. So phoenix.new is a remote AI runtime for Phoenix that lets you build full stack applications, gives you a full IDE, browsable URLs that you can share with friends or keep private, and you can push and pull code with Git to and from your servers, and it runs fully autonomously or with you in the browser. So let's go ahead and check it out. So let's sign in into fly.io and see what this looks like. So I get signed in here and it's going to prepare my workspace, and I get full VS Code in the browser. I can install plugins. I can do everything I want to do with my VS Code IDE, but inside the browser. And I get a full Xterm terminal here as well that I share with the agent while the agent gets its work done. So we can see that by default, the agent can offer up like, what would you like to build today? I can ask for anything. I could push some code up on from my laptop if I wanted to, but I could also just select an option from the list here. It comes up with some ideas. We'll say, sure, build a to-do list for us. It's going to come up with a plan and ask us what we want it to look like. And we'll say, oh, glass morphism sounds nice. I can ask for specific designs if I wanted to, but we'll go ahead and just choose an option that it gave us. And it's going to create a Phoenix app and named it To-Do app. And you notice it also renamed our chat To-Do list app. We can see that our application is already compiled because it's using a precompiled version of Phoenix. Boom, it's ready to go. It switched workspaces. Then the first thing it's going to do is write out a plan for itself and for us. So we can see the next step in the plan is to start the Phoenix server to visualize our progress, and then it's going to replace the default homepage with the static mockup. So there we go. The Phoenix app is running. It gives us this nice actual browser pane here, and we can full screen it. We can see this is the peace of mind from prototype production Phoenix homepage, and we can also browse at this at a URL. So this is a private by default. It can be toggled public, port forwarded. URL at phoenix.run to any ports that we have open in our app. So we can share this with coworkers. We can open this from mobile. It's a super nice way to test your app out. And we can also watch the agent code or weaken code and see the page update in real time. So boom, oh look, this looks really good. Okay, so this is our glass morphism chosen design here, and this is static, right? So it's got some nice hover states here, but this is a static design that it's going to work towards and build a real to-do list from. So we can go ahead and shrink that back down, and we can see it's working on the dynamic features now. It added the database migration to create the to-dos table. It ran mix-acto migrate. Now it's going to proceed through each step that would make sense as a developer would to write the real application, like make a schema, make a context with our list to-dos functions, doing ecto queries, filtering to-dos if it needs to filter, toggling to-dos is completed. And from there, it's going to start working on the templates. And you can see it actually got a syntax error, and it notices that there's a syntax error because we're linting the code as it goes. So much like people, LLMs are imperfect, but it's going to realize its mistake, it's going to fix it, and it's going to continue on. So next up, it should actually start writing the template, because what do we do after we write some code? We need to actually write the live UN template to use that code. And it's using Phoenix PubSub as it should, because Phoenix is great for real-time applications. So anything that can be real-time should be real-time in Phoenix. It's using toForm like you would expect. It's using chain sets as well. And it's calling our context functions that it wrote. And now it's going to write the template for that live view. And this template should match pixel for pixel the best it can onto the static design that it came up with. So this page is still static. It's the Phoenix homepage replaced with the static design. But the last step in this flow of getting the working app is going to be to update the router and route from, instead of the Phoenix homepage, to this live view. And we'll see what that looks like. Before it does that, it should be updating the layouts as well, because the layouts in Phoenix need to force a specific theme, and they also need to be updated to show like the app layout wrapper has like the Phoenix icon, has a theme switcher. None of that we would actually want in our real application, so the agent is going to go ahead and rewrite the app layout for us here. And once it gets done with this, it should update the router, and we'll see if this works, right? It may end up with a compilation error, a runtime error, and the agent can see that just like a developer would, because the agent has a built-in headless Chrome browser. So just like we're seeing this app in real time in our Chrome browser, the agent can also hit the app with its Chrome browser. And now it's going to update the router. You can see it didn't have to rewrite this whole file. It just rewrote one line here. And here's the app. Okay, so boom, live reload picked up. And this is looks exactly like the static design it had. It's going to browse it with Chrome, so it has a web command. and it's going to make sure it's working. And now it's going to actually interact with the app. We'll see if it works. It works. So it's writing its own web commands to interact with the app through the browser. So it's verifying that this works, not from Elixir code and assuming it's going to work. It can see JavaScript logs, it can see JavaScript errors, and it's actually going to use the app as a person would. And now it's going to try to toggle one. There we go. We can see it toggled, and this is working great. And it's not only this preview tab, it's any tab that we had open, like this other tab is marked off as well, because again, everything is real time. The agent's using Phoenix PubSub through LiveView, as you would expect, because Phoenix LiveView and Phoenix PubSub are great for real-time applications. So it can use the app as a person would, and I can go ahead and use the app in this mini form or not. So I can say, 1, 2, it added a couple to-dos in here as well. And I can mark this off in the other tab, and we come back and it's marked off. Yeah, so this is phoenix.new. It can build real-time applications out of the box from scratch. We could then go on and continue feature by feature with the agent. We could take this and run with it however we wanted. We can keep building it inside the browser here, right? This is a full IDE with Git, everything that we would want to do. And in fact, the agent has been committing all along, right? So each step that it did, you can see Git log, and it's adding, update the app layout. And we can also pull this code off and take it locally and run with it. So here I can go phoenix.new in the hamburger menu and say clone to-do app to my computer. It copies this to my clipboard, and now I actually clone this to-do list locally. Let's check this out and verify, yeah, this is the mix file for that application that the agent just wrote. I can push code locally to the IDE in the same way, and again, this can operate fully autonomously. I could create a new chat here and ask for a fully new application and just walk away, close my laptop, and this agent is out there running in its own environment, doing what I asked it to do, whether that's writing tests, whether that's writing new applications, or trying to work on new features for me. So that's phoenix.new. Definitely sign up, check us out, and let us know what you think. Thanks a lot.